What color is it now?
It's a green. I don't have them repainted the same color.
Yeah.
Just could take it to Mako for about $500. They'll spray it out real quick. That's all I need. I ain't trying to get no exotic paint job. But I get a paint job. I get a paint job when I drive way out in the suburbs. They won't be pulling me over because the car looks all fucked up. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I don't think they're pulling over too many black guys in the suburbs right now. Unless you do something really fucked up. You see what they did with Livonia, doesn't you? Oh, these people, some black people live in Livonia. They got a big sign on the going into Livonia. They put a big, they bought for 2 weeks this big sign that says, what is it word? Livonia does profiling, letting people know that Livonia police do profiling. And it's a big sign, big electric sign up saying it.
Like someone rented it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, some people, this black and white chick that lived in Livonia, they did it. They got some organization.
I've heard of Livonia being...
Oh, Livonia was... And then they're going to try to act like... Then they talk to the sheriff. Oh, we don't do that bullshit. Livonia pulled me over at least 3 or 4 times for absolutely nothing over the years. For absolutely nothing. Just pulling you over. They said you go to Livonia court, there's a number of black people in there. It's almost all black people in traffic court.
Isn't most of the population white?
Yes. Like
when I worked at the Livonia,
86% of the population of Livonia are white. 10% is Hispanic and the rest are black.
See, when I worked at the Livonia Theater, I'd say that about 30% to 40% of our clientele was African American.
Yeah, but they don't live there. They just go to the theater.
Yeah, living in Livonia is different. Because Livonia is like it's a big city. There's a lot of people in Livonia.
Mm-hmm. It's not as big as Warren. I think it's the next biggest one next to Warren.
Warren's just so big in size.
Just spread out, yeah.
So Sterling Heights. They're both like these massive size cities. Warren's so big it's got a city inside a city.
So Warren needs to get split up.
Needs to get what?
Split up. That's too big of a city. There's I don't know. I feel like when the city's that big, it just leads to corruption.
That city ain't got to be big for corruption, dude.
I know, but I feel like...
Ozzy says good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Ozzy.
I don't know. Like, Warren is one of the cities that I'm most afraid of the police of.
I took Warren police to court years ago. Well, it didn't really get to court.
Warren's the last cops to pull me over.
But, was that Troy? No, it was Warren. They fucked with me one time for nothing.
They pulled me and Brent over.
I'm gonna go get a shake from Checkers.
You want to do the double chicken sandwich, 2 for $5?
Sure.
Yeah, the double chicken sandwich, 2 for $5.
I don't think they put tomatoes on it.
No, I don't think so.
Alright.
So thank you, babe.
What?
Me and Brent had this black Escort, like a 2006, 2004 black Escort, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, those pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
They lasted forever.
Yeah, they last forever. It was a piece of shit, too. Like, it looked like a fucking heroin addict's car. Like,
It didn't have a good appearance.
No, it did that. And we were driving, we were just heading out to fucking Lee, I don't even think we were heading to Lee, I think we were just going to play disc golf. And we're up to Quinder, right south of 11 Mile, and as he pulls Brent out of the car, because Brent doesn't have a license.
Oh, that's right, he doesn't.
No.
I mean, not...
Has he ever had a license?
If I were a police, I would pull Brent out of the car, too.
Well, no, it was more well, when you walk up to the car and you tell the cop, I don't have a license, because Brent was on us, he's like, I don't have a license.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm going to have you get out of the car. And, we weren't fighting. you know, he pulls Brent out, and as he's searching him, he's like, I'm gonna get poked. Like, he was really adamant about making sure he didn't get poked by needles.
He thought maybe Brett was, yeah.
We thought both of us, because he did the same thing with me. I'm like, because he asked if we had any drugs or anything.
Of course.
And I'm like, yeah, there's, and I forgot, not that I forgot, I'm just, fuck these people for having to tell me where to put my weed. I'm sorry, fuck you for, everybody can go buy a 12-pack and keep it right there, right next to you.
Sure can.
You could drive home with it in your fucking lap.
Yep. But
I
you gotta lock some weed
I
up.
gotta lock my fucking weed up in the back.
Yeah.
Like a fucking criminal.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Get the fuck out of here.
So anyways, that's how I,
Oops. Thank you, Rudy.
I guess I can keep my city, my aunt loves the country living. Okay.
She loves country living?
Yeah, she's from the UP. So
Hey,
it makes
ain't nothing
sense.
wrong with country living. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So he pulls me out of the car, and at this point, my privilege starts to show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like pissed off.
What the fuck,
I'm kind
right?
of pissed off. I'm like, dude, why are you searching me? Like, I get it. He don't have a license.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah. What I got to
driving
do with it?
his car, yeah.
Right.
He goes, your weed's not in the trunk, is it? And I'm like,
Your weed's not in the trunk, is
yeah.
it?
He pointed out that I would, like, in my mind, I'm not in the wrong.
Right.
And like, and I have the attitude as if I'm not in the wrong. You're not gonna put me in the fucking handcuffs and put me in the car.
And
Right.
he's like, "Hey, I can if you."
Your weed,
You fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. Your weed's back there. Like, and I'm like, literally, like, this is one of the reasons why luck is everything to me, because this is another situation where life can go one way or the other.
Yeah.
Because the cop could have been like, you know,
The fork in the road.
fuck you, you lose your fucking card. You can't have a card now. And
Right, right.
all the opportunities you have in front of you are gone. But instead, he was just like, all right, well, I don't want to do the paperwork.
Uh-huh.
Because he was really, because again, do you have any needles in here? I'm not going to poke myself, am I? As he's feeling me up. And I'm like, no, dude, there's fucking pothead. We're going to play disc golf.
Yeah.
Like, and as soon as he realized that we were just potheads going to play disc golf, because again, our address is right there. We're not,
Right.
he thinks we're some fucking punks from, or some druggies from Sterling Heights.
Yeah,
or
coming down
something,
here to get drugs.
get heroin and come back up. Well, obviously there's no heroin in the car because we don't fuck with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically goes, you drive and don't drive again. You're not allowed to drive, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe that shit.
I got in the car and we drove away.
Yeah.
I think it was close to shift change,
Yeah, it was,
or it was just I really don't want to deal with.
I
this.
really don't want to deal with this
I
bullshit.
thought you guys were fucking heroin addicts.
And see, a lot of times, too, judges tell these police, don't bring me any penny ante shit. Our docket is full. We don't want little penny ante bullshit.
I know, but again, it's one of those things where at the same time, you say that there's also cops that'll literally add on 50 penny
Oh.
ante things just
Oh,
to make
yeah.
you feel like you've done something wrong.
Oh,
You
yeah.
haven't done anything wrong.
Without a doubt.
So, I just feel like that. I mean, that's luck, man. We all get lucky sometimes to
Yeah.
get to where we're going. Because that cop could have my jar of weed. It was a jar, and I had a pre-roll, but I had already ate it, so he didn't know.
Right.
And I didn't light it. Like, it would have been different. Like,
If you could smell it,
because
that
we're
you've just been smoking. or
Yeah, we
something.
definitely I definitely had a joint in my hand, and I definitely was going to smoke it on the way up. So I was definitely in the wrong,
But you hadn't lit it yet.
according to these laws.
Right.
I hadn't lit it, so I ate it. Or if it had been lit, it was like something I pulled out, like just to kind of smoke on the way up. I ate it, and like that, like as soon as you get pulled over, Brett,
I hate that shit, too. When you gotta swallow that weed real quick.
I rolled a blunt when I was with not my Chelsea, but that other Chelsea used to come around. We were in her car driving down Detroit, and again, I never get pulled over, but she's a Native American woman, so like,
Yeah.
she gets pulled over enough. So we get pulled the fuck over, and I had just finished rolling it. I just finished rolling this beautiful blunt. I'm like,
And you know the bad part? The
it's
bad part-
gross, man. It's not taste good.
Yeah, eating
Not
the
just
blunt-
that.
Eating the blunt is terrible.
It stopped about right here.
Well, I had water.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
I had water.
I didn't have water when I did it. It stopped about right there, and it takes its time going down.
Yeah, as you're talking to the cop, you can feel it. Oh no, fuck that. So, yeah.
Oh, you know what's even worse though?
Mm.
This is the killer here. So me and about 3 friends, you know, we all dropped some acid. Let's go out to Belle Isle. We dropped the acid first. So we go out to Belle Isle, man. You know, we're having a great time. Trees are talking to you. You know, fish are talking to you. All kinds of shit going on. And next thing I know, state police pulls us on Belle Isle.
Yeah.
State
Are they not
police.
supposed to be there?
No, they can be there.
Yeah,
The state police.
Yeah, okay.
So they pull us, but they pull us over for nothing.
What
We
year is this?
95, maybe.
Okay.
So they pull us over, man, and I mean, I'm peaking now. I'm to the point where I'm peaking on the acid. You know, that's the top of the top.
So you're in your 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're about my age, yeah.
So they pull us over, man, and he walks up to the car. And I look at his face. He's got shit running all around on his face and shit. And I'm trying not to react to the hallucination I'm having with him. And he's like, he's looking at me like this. He's looking all in my eyes, looking at me all crazy and shit. And when he did that, it seemed like his face would, and I wanted to laugh so bad, but I held it together, you know. And he asked for everybody's identification, and he took it. And the guy driving the car says, "Why'd you pull us over?" You know what he said? "Because I can."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely... I don't think I've ever...
No reason.
They don't ever have, like... They're insulted when you ask them sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you pull me over, man? I wasn't doing it. No, I'm
They look at it as you trying to cover something up.
Here at my office watching guys smoke some dope, don't even have speakers on. Then why did I even bring it up? That was Bruce. Yeah, Bruce is something.
That's funny.
You can't hear us, but...
You can see us, huh?
Deadhead, like always. Just some Deadhead. You can tell, right? Yeah. The Sorbet 4 is almost ready, but it's not quite... Well, I'm going to call it Cookies 4.
Right, you said that.
Yeah, because I got 2 phenomes.
Cool.
So one's more like a cookies, creamy. I don't like it. I mean, I love the way it looks. I love the way it grows.
But you don't like the way it tastes.
Yeah, I don't like the taste that much. I mean, it's just one of those ones like...
Well,
even the Sorbet 4...
I think it's strong.
Yeah.
Was it the one I called back into and told you I was really fucked up on? Was it the 4?
Yeah.
Oh, it got a hell of a buzz.
That one
Oh
is
my
like...
God.
I don't need to smoke it during the day.
No.
It's like one of those dinner smokes.
No, when I smoked it, by the time I got to my house, I was messed up.
Always a good OG.
I was dropping shit and trips, stumbling and shit. You know, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it definitely.
A what?
Like I think I said it's in your
Oh, no, you
face,
know
like
that
it's
it was
just like
gone
a big
yesterday.
head high.
So...
Shit. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm excited for
Okay. I'll see you Friday.
this King Jam.
On it.
Or no, Jedi Kush.
Jedi Kush. Sour diesel.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's a sour diesel crossed with the OG Kush. Because that's what Death Star is. Death Star is like a sour diesel type of...
Yeah.
It's just a really fucked up, or a good... Probably the best version of Sensi Star there was.
Yeah. I grew Sensi Star once. And it was one plant. It was came to about 8 ounces. And one guy came and bought all 8 ounces. Well, I kept one for myself. This one guy came and bought all of it. I'll take it all. And to me, it was okay. It wasn't killer. But he loved it. He bought all of it.
You know how people are?
I think he took it up to... He went to Michigan. I think he took it up there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, if you can take it...
Because I gave him a really good... I think I gave it to him for like $125 a piece or something like that.
Yeah, and he probably turned around and sold it for 4.
You're right. Or 3.
Or 3. Or just really
He
enjoyed it.
doubled his money at 3.
Because some people just have their flavors, man.
Yeah, I think that any of the weird, obscure stuff could go for 3 in the right, area. If you
Well, and in universities,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking north?
Like I go up
Most
north
shit
and
goes
give it
for
to
3.
Yeah.
350. That's the thing. If you're out in the boonies right now, you're paying big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ozzy was flipping some shit for 300, and that's what he was paying for it. So you know they were upcharging
Yeah.
or selling it for. So it's once it gets up north, because it's you gotta know somebody in this game
A
anymore.
lot of my friends are moving up north. A lot of people that, I mean, a lot. I know 1, 2, I know 6 people that have moved up north in the last 2 years.
Where up north?
Traverse City.
That's up north.
Yeah, that's up north. And one other place too. What was the other place? I can't remember what the other place was called. It was Traverse City and one other place.
Well, if they like to hunt, then it's going to be like Kalkaska, Mansalona. If
They're not hunters.
If they like the beach and like
They just want.
like city,
They just want to get away from the population.
you go to Bel Air or you go to Traverse City.
I mean, you
And
can
especially if you want to get away from black people, you go up north. You're going to get away from black people.
Is that what they wanted to do?
A couple of them, I think so. Yeah, I think a couple of them. Not all of them, but a couple of them. Yeah. Because I've never been up north. I've been as high as what? What was that little town we were in? I can't think of the name right now.
Alright. What? Come on then. You're gonna come up.
But I went someplace. I was there for the week. Oh, Mesick, Michigan. Mesick. So I went up there. Some friends of mine's got a place. Well, they had a place up there. I don't know if they're still there. And I went up there, and I was there for the whole weekend, and I didn't see one other black person for the whole fucking weekend.
That doesn't
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't too many. I went to.
No, in Idlewild, you got a lot of black people in Idlewild, Michigan. They got,
Where's that?
you know,
West side.
the other side of Zilwaukee Bridge.
Other side. Is
Oh, you mean
Oh.
because that's fucking Bay City.
No, this isn't near Bay City. It's further away. I must be going in the wrong direction.
Because Zilwaukee is right before Saginaw and Bay City.
Oh, we went past them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we went well past them. It took us about 2 hours and 10 minutes to get there. So, I'm far away. But it was a girl I was going with. Her dad had a cabin up there and some, some all-terrain vehicles and shit.
Alright, so Bruce says, speakers are on now. 2 things. The OG You Got Me is awesome, which was 18 that you trimmed up the other day.
It was good.
Yeah, I know. That I knew it was gonna be good. And then 2, Chef's Edible was no cookie. Because
So he had some.
we Friday night we went to Leagues and a buddy of mine makes Rice Krispie treats
Okay.
and he always get like, here you go. I'm like, all right, cool. And they're good. I mean, they're not good.
Wait a minute.
Tastes good.
You said they're good, then you said they're not good. Which is it? They taste
They're
good?
not like to me. They don't taste that bad because they're not very strong tasting. But I'm
Mhm.
sure to other people they're like in your face, like gross tasting.
Well, you're used to a little stronger thing anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, like it's like eating a slightly bad tasting Rice Krispie treat. So it's not horrible, It's
Yeah.
like marshmallow and shit.
Yeah.
But like strength wise, no, they don't compare to a cookie.
Yeah.
But he's not. I don't think he's using as much trim as I am. And to be honest with you, I think this has a lot to do with my edibles.
The strength of them.
The Deadhead is the
Yeah.
reason why
Yeah.
it's so strong because Deadhead, some of the tests came back with Deadhead having THCX, and there was
THCX.
yes THCX. There's multiple THCs. There's THCV. There's
I know about V. I didn't know about X.
yeah. There's an X too.
Oh.
X they think is one of the THC compounds that translates over to the edible world
Better.
better.
Yeah.
I think, and then again, this is all talking off of bullshit. One
You heard-
article I saw. I didn't actually do any other research. I will
I see what
once
you're
I get
saying.
to that point. But I don't
Right,
think
right.
there's actually any study real. Like this is the only study they did, or only thing saying there's one study. Tastes bland and not crispy, fruity though. Is the Rice Krispie treat because it's only a little like
Yeah.
piece like that. If it was bigger than that, I don't think I could have ate the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, like
Because of the taste?
That and yeah, it wasn't good enough to eat, but it was good enough to like, oh, I'll pound that. It's a little quick pop of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It's not horrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is what life used to be like 200 years ago.
Right.
Shitty food. Think about it, man. How many places did you go to? Like, you'd be walking down the weary road and you'd end up in a place and all they got is shit stew. You know what I'm saying? They got rat stew. There's nothing else. You know, crops. Bottom line on edibles, if you cannot feel that moment when it kicks, it's not super strong. I've never had a huge kick, just kind of faded in. Oh, I never had a huge kick, just kind of faded in. Yeah, but that's you though, because you're an animal when it comes to edibles.
Check it out. So yeah, his tolerance and
yeah,
shit.
he's got a tolerance, but it's not even about that. He likes them.
Yeah.
Where some people don't like that kick.
Yeah.
Some people don't
like
like
that
to
feeling.
be normal and then like, oh god.
Yeah.
I went to a concert once, Ryan Adams. I go to the Fillmore all by myself. I was like,
Every time he says that, all I can think of is Brian Adams.
no, this is the other
And
one.
it's Brian Adams because my stepmom and my dad's wedding song
What's Brian Adams?
was that stupid
Summer
ass.
of '69.
Yeah, it
or
was that
something.
stupid ass fucking Brian Adams song. No, not Summer '69, some other one or something.
Oh, he had several.
He had several hits. It was they got married around that time.
Yeah,
It was that
yeah,
song.
when that hit was
That's
out.
Oh, sorry, pretty girl. That's the only reason I think about it. Anyways, Ryan Adams.
Ryan Adams, but I this is gonna be like an intimate setting, like him and his acoustic guitar, and it's like a really acclaimed, like he's been on fire all over the world doing this tour, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this a good night. I wasn't drinking like crazy amounts back then, but like I got myself a 6-pack, and I had these 2 Rice Krispie treat edibles, and I eat those, thinking, you know, I smoke weed all day long, like, and I've eaten edibles that up to that point and been fine, cookies and brownies and whatnot. Eat them, and I'm in the show, and the opening act isn't even done, and I get this wave of fucking paranoia, and I'm just like, oh no, and I get so small, and then he comes on stage, and I'm like, you know, just like sweating, gripping my fist, like trying to enjoy it, and he gets about 3 songs in, and he goes, whoa, is anybody else feeling this? Because, man, I ate a brownie before I came on stage. And,
that's what he said?
Yeah, and he goes, and it's kicking in hard. And I was like, oh, cool, it's not just me.
Tell him about Ari.
Oh, yeah, that was another bad one. Well,
Another bad one.
well, I lost my car at the Ryan Adams show, too, because I was so stoned when I came out.
You lost what?
My car.
Your car?
Yeah, it took me like an hour walking around. All I knew was I parked by Hot Taco, and I was like,
Oh
where
my
Hot
God.
Taco is.
Really? I didn't know you got lost.
That had to be
He
fucked
ran
up.
at you, didn't
No, that's not. This is at the Ryan Adams.
That had to be
Ryan
fucked
Adams.
up.
Yeah. Oh, I
Because
was,
after a while you gonna think, well, did I drive?
I was about to give up, but then I saw the neon sign, and I was like, yeah, there it is. But when we went to Ari, I ate some cookies with Steve, and we'd been smoking down and whatnot, and have a beer or two, and halfway through the show, I can't keep my eyes open. I'm listening, and I'm like, I'm so high that I'm on this cookie, so that I'm just like, nothing.
Yeah, edibles are their own thing, man.
They can.
Edibles and that shit he's doing right there, right now. That's some shit too.
No, it's not. This is just like a little ball.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like hash.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
These trust
No,
me.
it's not.
It is
Fuck's
like
my other
it.
one? Yeah.
No, it's not.
If you took one out of that, you'd be fine.
If you tried this out of here, I'm telling you. Because again, you see me coughing.
It's different.
It's different because I can load this up. I can change the temperature. So if I drop it down a temp, it's going to be more about the flavor and less about the cannabinoids. So you'll get all that kush, earthy, lemony. Like, it's just like smoking hash, except for it's a different hash.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I take your word for it.
It's better than. It's like better hash, basically.
Well,
Okay.
kind of technically, you know how hash is kind of like.
So how is that made? I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Ask him.
How is that? How do you make that?
That is squish, so that's made by like
A press?
Yeah, that's no solvent.
No solvent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. That's kind of closer to hash than
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I see
hash
what you're
is
saying.
This is
pressed.
hash. The other stuff I have is more. It's
Yeah.
different. It's like a solvent makes it
Got you.
again.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what I
a
don't
hash
like.
made with-
I don't
it's
like the solvent
It's more of a
shit,
tincture. You know what I'm saying? Because tincture uses solvent or RSO. RSO uses.
Yeah, but it's a
solvent.
different type. Yeah, not tincture. RSO, because tincture
RSO,
doesn't really
yeah.
use a solid. Not a stringent one.
No, but it's still alcohol. It's still solvent.
They use Everclear for
Tinctures?
Simpson oil.
No. Yeah.
No,
You do use
For
everything.
Simpson, you can use it.
And same with
It's got to be
tincture.
the high one though. It's got to be the
Same with tincture.
190.
You can use alcohol like Everclear. You just have to let it sit out and evaporate. Let the alcohol evaporate out.
Yeah.
Where with tincture, you forced evaporation, so it's nothing but, or not tincture with RSO.
Yeah, not tincture. You have a, yeah.
RSO, you forced evaporation, so it's basically just a thick concentrate.
All
So
these
you're
people-
like cooking it. You
It's so
boil it.
dangerous.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, it's so dangerous because what was it about 3 weeks ago? The guy blew the house up.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
I was looking.
I mean, that house was gone. Listen,
But,
I seen
don't
it
see
before.
what?
I seen it before where it blows the house off of the foundation, but the house was gone.
You know what's crazy? I was telling him, how do you know that wasn't our government? You don't.
Our government do what?
They got weapons that can do that.
Well, sure they do, but
That can come like, and they got drones
Yeah.
at that fucking place over
Yeah,
there. That
of
can get
course
over
they-
this spot.
of course they can, and perhaps they did. But I don't want to. I don't want to find a witch behind everything. You know what I mean?
No,
You
no,
gotta-
I know. I'm just saying, like,
some things just
you have to
happen.
accept some things if they say.
Some things just happen.
no, I get that. It was most likely he blew himself up because that's what usually happens.
That's what usually happens. But,
I-
you're right.
We were arguing, like, I was arguing, like, what point of this $780 billion that they're going to spend on the military, at what point, what money number is it stop being about safety and start being about control?
It's all about control. It has nothing to do with safety.
I guess you're right.
It's all about control because the amount of money that we spend on weaponry, and we sell more weapons than anybody, far more. In
yeah.
fact, you put all the other countries together.
Yeah, we sell them all throughout the world.
Everybody buys them from us. Why? Because they're the best shit going,
we
and
spend,
everybody wants the best weapons going.
and we spend the most money on them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would still take an Italian Beretta over an American.
Oh, I mean, no, we're talking about high tech weapons.
Yeah, we're not
talking about guns.
and shit. That's
We're talking
different.
about high tech weapons.
That's the world. The world we live in isn't guns anymore. It doesn't
No.
matter if you have
Yeah.
a Beretta.
True.
You can have.
That's a
50
Beretta is obsolete. In
Yeah.
fact. It's obsolete.
What the fuck you
The
gonna
gun
do?
I got, my 380, it's obsolete.
They got cars that look like regular cars that your Beretta would never even. come
I
close to
saw the
touching.
video of the robot thing on 5G with
Oh my
guns and
Oh,
No, did you
that's
see the
crazy.
one?
Yeah.
Did you see the one doing flips and shit?
yeah, that's
That's
Oh
myself.
my God!
But what he's talking about is somebody was at a computer and they were able to control the robot instantly
Yeah,
instead of having a delay, which that is. Like you said, that's scary because then
Yeah,
you could just
they-
run a robot into a building. And
well, that's what's going to happen.
without
That's
the
true.
cost of death. You could fight. You could go.
They-
Hey,
I
here's
mean, that's what happening
battlegrounds.
now.
They're going to get rid of.
Drones.
They're going to get rid of 90% of human policemen. There's going to be about 10% of human policemen controlling a whole army of robot police. A criminal ain't gonna stand a chance. See, look, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. He was just trying to talk me into hitting that thing. Listen to him,
No,
and not only listen to him, look at him.
no.
Yes,
But the taste in my mouth is amazing.
and I'm sure it is. Oh, number two. Here comes number two, ladies and gentlemen.
You didn't have. That's the thing. I hit it twice. If I just hit the one time,
You can talk.
yeah. But I'm like, you know what? That's good. I'm going back in. Fuck it. I'm gonna
Hey,
do it.
no. Hey, it's good.
And even in the cough,
It's good.
there's flavor.
And it's high.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm stoned.
It's like if you hot box a joint and you're just
It hits you like this is in your coffee.
I like it when he tries to talk.
Oh, it's not working. Unwrapping here. This double chicken.
yeah.
Holy shit! It's
Oh.
just why.
So much mayo.
No, it's just the chicken. They put the cheese between the chicken. Just like this.
Did you just take the chicken out of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it.
Oh, it's 2 pieces of
spicy.
chicken.
Yeah, you want one?
No.
They're spicy.
I'm on a strict diet. And that ain't on my diet.
I'm working it out.
I'm trying not to get a fat belly.
Don't make fun of my cough, motherfucker. It's just what it is.
No, make fun of it. It was funny. You did right.
I've been eating better. I have my moments. That's all. I just have my moments. It's something I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm
It's something
working.
I've been working on for
Well,
years.
it's always a work in progress, man. Believe me. So I'm trying to completely get rid of red meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean completely. I still dip into the red meat every now and then, but I'm trying to completely get rid of it because I did some research and the red meat is
I just don't need it.
it's really.
I don't like it that
I mean,
much.
if you eat it once or twice a year,
Are you
okay.
leaving? Is that what peace means?
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer red meat because I can eat less food because it's got a higher protein content. For me.
I mean, I get that if that actually worked. But I have in an American diet, you don't actually, there's no protein in most of the meat you eat. You eat steaks, so that's different.
Yeah.
How's that different? That's red meat.
No, eating
I
a
eat
steak,
it
a
rare,
fresh
too.
steak from a fucking, and cooking it yourself is different than getting any processed meat from
Oh
somewhere
yeah,
else.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, most
wasn't
people's red
frozen.
meat intake is this shit,
Yeah.
which isn't red meat. There's no actual protein, so you're actually hungry quick. But if you eat like a steak with a bunch of veggies, you know, that's not bad for you.
Well, like I said, I might do that maybe once a month. I might have a steak.
Yeah, I mean, not even once a month. It's just,
Well, I might go 3 or 4 months and not have it. I do that now anyway.
we don't, and I know it's an excuse, but I didn't even buy barely any fucking food, and I spent almost $200
Yeah, food is expensive.
right now, and it's really like,
Yeah.
I didn't come home with anything to eat.
Yeah.
I came home with snacks, like,
It's crazy.
I literally have to make a choice. I can buy meals and then buy cheap snacks, or I can buy expensive snacks and then just
Yeah.
eat like try to eat better meals out. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
eat Checkers, but eat like a
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like even Braze. I feel like Braze is so much better than any other fast food. You know what I'm saying? Because it's at least they're making their burger.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's right. It's real.
It's
meat.
freshly made right there in front of
They
you.
you know you're getting a
lettuce, they have
Kobo.
tomato. Yeah.
Well, see, I don't do McDonald's and that stuff anymore because
No, I haven't done McDonald's.
because you can't get. By the time you wait in line and they do all they gotta do,
funny.
you're gonna get a cold burger.
Our little furry beans.
You're right,
You can
though.
see it like right at the top of the screen on this. It's kind of funny.
The leg hanging off.
Uh huh. He's over there waiting for the
Yeah.
treats.
You're spending $10, $11, $12 to get home and it's halfway cold. And,
Yeah.
And they fucked it up.
And then you think about it.
somewhere.
Then you think about it. I spent $10 on one fucked up hamburger, and some fries. You know,
Nowadays, yeah.
and I could have got a better meal for that $10 fat. Went somewhere else.
Yeah, that's not how I went to McDonald's. When I went to McDonald's with $5, so I'm buying whatever the dollar.
Whatever
shit.
the dollar menu.
And that shit's always fucked up anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's how they've taken over the world. Is they can produce a fucking chicken sandwich for $1.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. You know how much time and effort it would take to actually grow a chicken and produce a fucking goddamn chicken sandwich
Look, you gotta remember
with
something.
all white meat?
That's what I'm saying. So that's not an original piece of chicken.
No, it's mixed. It's a bunch
Yeah,
of pieces together.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So it's processed.
It's like
Sure.
I saw a commercial the other day. It was, I think it was, I think White Castle, and they got chicken rings.
Yes.
Ain't no round chicken with no hole in it. You know what to me? Chicken rings.
They have.
The fuck.
You are hungry. See,
What's
I know,
the
I'll be
base?
hungry soon. But
What's up, man? He wants some attention. That's what it is.
it is.
Yeah, but you know what you were saying about the snacks. One of the key things that I think I did in life was I used to go to the grocery store and get a bunch of snacks. I like Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies, or Swiss cake, Swiss cake.
Because you didn't have that shit when you were a kid.
Oh, we had shit like that, though.
But
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh,
but
The process, was it better?
dude. Back then, candy and treats and shit like that was super cheap, man. And they were bigger.
Really?
Oh man, a Hershey bar back then was like this.
No shit.
It was huge. And how much did it cost? 10 cents. And as the price went up, the bar did this.
Yeah, but Hershey-
As the price went up, the bar got smaller.
Hershey's a bad example though.
But all of them. All
Is
of
it-
them.
like,
And then,
let's
like
say,
penny
like,
candies, for a penny you got 4 pieces of candy.
Well, I mean inflation.
So,
Inflation.
you know, you'd have a little paper bag like this, it'd be full to the top of candy. It'd last you all day.
Yeah, because your rent was also $25 a month. That helps make the candy a penny.
Yeah, but it was all
When the owner of the store only has to pay a fraction of his, like right now, in order to own a store and start a store, you have to pay probably like 30% of your net profit, toward 40% of it towards fucking rent.
See, back then, companies were trying to outdo the other company. And media and advertising was a real, well, not media, but advertising was a real big thing back then.
I mean, it still is.
So companies, back, you know, but you didn't have a lot of chances.
Yeah.
You didn't have that much outlet, so everybody couldn't have a commercial back then.
True. So
See what I'm saying? So companies tried to give you the best they could back then. The bigger candy bar, the best tasting candy bar, all that kind of stuff. More
somebody
ingredients.
had a stick for everything.
Yeah.
With like more nuts, more
I don't care if you wanna do it.
you hate nuts? Here's caramel.
And see, back then, man, people were just used to, you know, after the wars, when everything got big, cars got big, everything got big, candy bars was big, your bag of chips was full all the way to the top back then. When you open a bag of chips, you could see the chips. Now you open a bag of chips, and it's only half full. Yeah.
I know.
But so where's it going? So in 50 years, is a car going to cost $1.5 million to buy a car? Is a house going to be $20 million? Because back when my parents bought their first house, they paid $9,000 for it. The house that I'm in on Hartwell right now, when they bought that house, they paid $18,000 for it. So my real estate friend came over 3 days ago and showed me what houses are going for, because I'm going to sell it. And houses in my neighborhood are going for $120,000, $130,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same in this neighborhood.
It's crazy.
So I'm going to sell as soon as possible.
Yeah, but then you're gonna buy some place that we can have a hangout in.
I would try to buy a building with living quarters
That's what I'm
upstairs.
saying.
Yeah.
Buy a building where we can have.
Or find something that I can convert it to that, you know.
Well, I mean, there's.
Reason not to.
And then that's going to be the headquarters for Smoke Monkeys.
Yeah. You hear about that, Bruce? Smoke monkeys.
There'll be T-shirts and hoodies coming in about the next month. That'll help finance this endeavor.
What's the endeavor?
To have a Smoke Monkeys club.
Oh, what's it gonna be though? What kind of club? Like, I want a comedy club.
It's gonna be it's gonna be whatever the people that belong to it want it to be. But the theme is gonna be Smoke Monkeys. People that like to smoke weed. And we're gonna do all kind of have symposiums and parties and all that kind of shit.
Okay, because I want to figure out how, well, not figure out how, but eventually try to find a place to turn into a fucking smokers comedy club. Type thing.
I think the place needs to be private though. I'm gonna get
Like
I've already sent.
memberships?
My next door neighbor is the county clerk.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to her a couple days ago. She's going to send me papers to fill out to register the name and register a company. I want to be a non-profit. I don't know how to go about that, so I got to do some research.
Double O.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want it to be
I mean,
a
he has a
non.
fucking degree in business.
Okay.
So call Double O and ask him, hey,
Yeah.
can you set me up a non-profit? For
That's why I want Smoke Monkeys to be a non-profit.
Tell him,
And-
call him and tell him to set it up. He'll do it.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I want.
So that's why he's,
Yeah, I keep forgetting about him.
I'm not smart. I don't know if I'd be broke, but, he's definitely
Well, it's
helped
good to
speed
have-
up the process.
It's good to have somebody with those expertise,
Mm-hmm.
because I ain't got them.
Fuck no.
That's for damn sure.
Fuck no. When it comes to money, man,
I can give it the elbow grease and put the
Yeah.
time in, but I
Yeah, but again, then it goes, how much are you going to pay me? Because my time is worth way more than that elbow grease you want to charge. Get from me.
check it out.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to come up with some good number for me to be like, yeah, I'll give you that hour or two of my life.
That's
I already
why.
fucking wasted 30 years.
That's
of
why
my
you got to
life.
find people that can't do what you do.
I don't want to say waste.
When you find people that can't do what you do, and you got a service for them, then you could negotiate.
Yeah, that's the point.
Negotiation.
I don't know about negotiation being the point. I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
you build a group of people who have,
like
Bruce is the politician. I know he doesn't want to be, but
but he is.
he's the closest one that could be. You know what I'm saying? Out of everybody we know,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anybody else that we could put you put a little fucking makeup on him. You know what I mean? Not makeup, but paint job. Give him a paint job.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Appearance.
Our
Appearance.
dress is nice, but if you want to be a senator, you got to dress like,
You have to have a certain appearance.
yeah. So
Because we live in a society that people think that if you're wearing a suit, then you're somebody.
but I take that back.
I-
Bruce can't be our congressman because he's too atheist.
It's
He's way too upfront about
I
it.
don't know how many atheists are in our
None.
government. There's none.
None.
That's deep.
the
Our
funny-
government. Bill Maher brought this up back. Do you ever watch Bill Maher's Religulous?
I look at him. No, no.
His
I haven't
movie
seen it.
Religulous?
No, I
You
haven't
should
seen
watch
that
it.
yet.
It's
That's a
funny
good
ass. It's a funny ass take on religion.
Oh, I have seen it. Yes,
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
Well,
I
he
saw
talks
it.
about it in there how, like, if you want to be in Congress in the United States, you have to have some kind of religion.
Some
You can't
kind
be
of
an
yeah,
atheist.
exactly.
Yet 97% of the smartest people in our country are all atheists.
Atheists,
So-
the scientists, and motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, so you get a 3% choice. So, and then the guy they're talking to, he's like, yeah, I had the average.
Yeah.
It's like, well, of course, because we're in a popularity contest.
What are you doing, dude?
He's checking himself out on there. Dude.
Dudester. What's up, Dudester?
Act like you don't like your ass touched.
Oh, the irony about the suit thing is, I can't wait to get to the point in my life where I can just wear like a plain black and white shirt, like suit every day. Because I already wear a white T-shirt and like shorts or jeans every day. I'm just gonna convert to that so I can be like a real rude boy.
He wants to be a rude boy.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
Not really.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I have a second wave head. I like second wave ska a lot.
Oh, ska. I don't know ska. Ska's
It's
not
like-
my thing.
I had a ska band.
What,
They played reggae and
the most
ska.
ska I ever listened to was No Doubt, I think. And I don't even know if they're
That's
ska.
third wave.
They're not really.
That's
Yeah, they're not really ska. Ska has some.
That was like too much.
That's what ska is.
Selector.
What it is speeded up reggae.
Oh, see, I
It's
mean,
reggae music speeded
I
up.
don't even like reggae that much. I like some reggae, but most reggae is so slow.
No, they got all kinds of reggae.
Metal or
They got all kinds of reggae, man. They got
I
reggae
guess
you
I'm
would
just never
love.
in that mood.
Yeah, but you gotta.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I just didn't grow up on reggae. I
Well,
grew
because
up
there's no
on
reggae to
hardcore.
be heard.
That's true.
Your reggae's. You haven't heard. You haven't scratched the surface of reggae. You've never heard none. That reggae is so deep, and there's so many different types of reggae that
Okay.
there's one that you would like if you heard it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But that's ska. Yeah, that's ska.
You know who I liked? His son. He did an album with Nas.
Damien.
Yeah, Damien. I like
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
But again, it's not really reggae. That's just
Yeah,
rap.
yeah.
Well, it's got reggae feeling.
It's got a dub, like a dubs, like, but not the dub that you're thinking about. The original dub style.
Yeah.
To it.
So you got dance hall, you got dub, you
Dance
got
hall,
toasting, you got all these different rude boy, you got all these different types
Dance
of
hall
reggae.
is my shit.
Yeah,
too.
dance hall is the shit.
Dance hall, all that.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn! I cut off the leg. Oh, you can see it. You can see it. It's back. Little toe. She's such
They're just chilling,
Yeah,
man.
she don't like fucking being touched very much.
She just chilling.
Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about, like, I'm of the belief that most of the bad shit you hear from other countries being bad, Korea, North Korea is bad. Don't get me wrong. China, bad. I understand the government's there. They're very authoritarian. I'm not saying that. What I'm talking about is other places like South America countries and Mexico, for example, and all these other countries, and how dangerous they are for you to go. And Jamaica is a good example of that, how dangerous Jamaica actually is. And I think a lot of that is if they get the world, if they perceive the world to be as scary as it is, then they can make your world shitty.
But how dangerous is Jamaica?
I don't think it is.
What the point I'm making is this: Jamaica's no more dangerous than Detroit would be, or Chicago would be, or New York would be, or California would be, and a lot of Texas would be. Is where you go and who you know.
Right. I mean, I get that.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That if you're going off the beaten path, you might run into a problem. You might get bandits, might rob you. But you don't hear that much about tourists being killed in Jamaica. It's mostly robbing and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's again being a tourist.
But that's
I'm not
because
talking about
the
being a tourist.
influx
I'm
of
talking about leaving.
crime.
You talking what?
I'm talking
Living
about
there?
leaving, just going to leaving the United States to go somewhere else. It's like you don't want to because most of these other places are unruly.
Oh, I see what you're
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? But the reality is they're fucking paradises.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, they're fucking paradises.
I mean, and you have humans are humans no matter where you go.
But do you think it's because they don't want you down there so you don't see that it's actually us causing the problems?
That's part of it. It's like
A
with
lot of it
Cuba.
is our companies are down there fucking with these companies.
It's like Cuba. The Cuban thing is so stupid. It's the dumbest shit that our government and the Cuban government can't get along at all. It's the stupidest shit because the people aren't the government. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And Cuba's a beautiful place. Everybody should be able to experience Cuba.
I've heard it's nice.
Me too. I haven't been there, but I know people that have been there, and I've watched a lot of documentaries about it. You know, and they're really hurting down there because, you know, We sanctioned them
tons of sanctions.
to the point where
Yeah, they blame all that on the communists, but they don't take into the fact that we're not allowed to, like, we're one of the biggest lifelines for so many countries, and we're not there
if
at all.
if the Cubans hadn't taken those Russian
But it's-
missiles,
we're
if
not-
the Cubans hadn't let the Russians come to those missiles, all that would never have happened.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
Yeah.
It was almost the end of
We
the
got
world.
that close.
It was almost the end of the world.
Kennedy told that motherfucker, he says, you better get this shit out of here, or
Every day, every single day that there are nuclear weapons on this planet, we are always that
Yep.
close.
you're right.
There's always, because again, we're not the only ones that have them now.
Right,
And we're not the only ones that have them that are able to wipe out the planet.
right.
So when you have that power in the hands of people,
Yes.
there's plenty of places where I'm sure shit's happening.
It is.
Pakistan and India, they're constantly at war.
It is so stupid, man. When they tell you how many missiles and how
They
many
have-
warheads there are,
It's like-
it's insane.
It's basically.
Why would you build all that shit? You don't need all. What do you need that for?
It's because the people in power had the smallest dicks.
How many times you gonna kill somebody?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We're talking thousands of warheads.
Once
Not a
you
couple
get
hundred.
once you get past 5, what do you
Yeah, what do you
need
need?
more?
Exactly. So they're spending that money on bullshit.
Yeah.
Where could we go in to help people, help our society?
Yep. Developing new ways to kill people. I was thinking about that on the way home today from the place. You remember that movie True Lies? I think it was True Lies, where it was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis, and she was in her 40s.
I remember the movie. I don't remember the movie, but I remember.
I remember it because she
Yeah.
fucking did the striptease.
Because they had a Harrier jet in there.
Yeah, but they also had, like, wasn't that the one where they had laser weapons?
I think so.
Those, like, futuristic laser weapons they were trying to trade.
I believe
And
so.
it's like, you get to a point when you go, yeah, but the gun does it. The gun does it fairly efficiently. Like, at
Always-
a certain point, when do you stop trying to kill people? Like,
Always looking
you're
for.
not hunting animals anymore. You're not protecting yourself. It'd be different if
But
it
the
was
mentality,
Is
but
carrying the biggest
the
stick.
mentality that we have,
aliens. I know, we don't need it anymore.
we want to have the biggest gun, the fastest gun, the gun that shoots the furthest. It's just bullshit. Just another way to kill people.
I
know.
want another way to keep everyone
but-
safe.
Oh, wait, no, it's not even.
So how much have we really learned in the last 2,000 years? Not much. We really have. I mean, you can say, well, we're technically more advanced. But
We are,
that
but-
doesn't mean a thing when you're carrying the same bullshit
Yeah, up here.
in your head and in your heart.
Same hardware controlling you.
It's
that's
crazy.
why you just let the madmen
Greed
run
is-
and kill themselves.
They're
Greed,
not going to kill themselves.
greed is a
They never kill themselves. They always send other people to fight.
greed is a terrible thing, man.
Yeah, greed is one of those things that, and it's not even. I think, like, the greediest thing is, I don't know. I don't even want to say that because that's not even
Yeah, I know it's hard to really,
comprehend. Like, it's more about like, because like,
because everybody needs something.
yeah,
We're talking about people have an abundance and still want more.
yeah. But we're past the point where you literally could die tomorrow from no food. We're past that point now where
Oh,
we
yeah.
we have figured out how to make at least sustain us for the time being. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we need to figure out a better way to do it.
Of course.
And we are. There's places in the world that are, and there's places here that are doing better work. You know what I'm saying? There's companies that are using sustainable practices.
Which I'm glad to see that.
Yes.
Because these corporations, some of them are kind of, unless it's a smoke screen, but it seems like they're trying to do the right thing.
Yeah. Some of them, like there was a bunch of them that signed
Yeah.
something about going back to the way it was in the 50s. Instead of putting the shareholders and stockholders as number 1,
Right.
number 2, and number 3, and number 4, they're going to put them as number.
They're going to change the order.
It's not even about changing the order. They're just going to put everything equal.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it was in the 50s. You put investment in your employees. You put the dividends. The dividends just didn't go to the stockholders. Dividends went to the whole fucking.
Everybody shared in the wealth.
Yeah, everyone shared in it. And sharing wealth. How did you get that? You didn't get it without me. You didn't go bust those fucking tables. You didn't go fucking clean those carpets.
I know.
And I know you had the capital beforehand.
It's like,
But
yeah, it's like when I was younger and I was taking a lot of different jobs. I was trying to find my way, into occupation and employment. And you work for a guy, like in a restaurant. It's this place. I'm not gonna name the restaurant, but it's a steakhouse.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's still around. And I got a job there. So the guy tells me I'm on full time, and I make $7.20 an hour. $7.20. I was doing 5 different jobs. $7.20. From the time I got to work till the time I left, this is all I did. I mean, working my ass off. So you know what? After being there about a couple of months, this $7.20 ain't getting. I'm gonna go ask for a raise. You know what the guy told me? I can't afford to give you a raise. This steakhouse I'm talking about made thousands of dollars every day. The place was always packed, but the guy didn't want to pay you anything.
Yeah,
And he was making money hand over fist. Yeah, sure, he had overhead. I know all of that. I understand that. But he could have paid more to his workers. You know?
I know. The same thing goes with like Green Lantern. I'll call it out.
Yeah.
They treat their employees like shit. They have a few family employees that make a bunch of money, and everyone else.
Everybody else is on the low totem pole.
Well, no, they're just on a rotating totem pole.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? We don't really need you.
Yeah.
You know, they got one guy who was, and again, he had his flaws, but he was doing a good percentage of the work, and, you know, making fucking, what, 13, 14?
Oh, good.
Chet?
Yeah, and he got paid probably like $3 more than everybody else.
Yeah. And he was, you know what I'm saying, like, he was the one doing the, they had him doing, management shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then eventually he was just like, dude, I'm not doing all this work for
Yeah, they'll work your shit out of it. If you go for it, they'll work your shit out of
But
it.
when you know how much they're making so much money in like, they don't even keep track of food costs. You know how much money you have to be making in a fucking restaurant and not keep track of food costs? One of the biggest costs you have is food costs.
Yep.
And they don't even care.
Like I told you, the place
So you don't have enough money to give your employees that?
I know. The place I was working for, I'm telling you, man, this guy was making thousands every day. I don't think they were open on, they weren't open on Mondays, I believe it was. But every evening, there was a line to get a table.
Well, I believe it. Well, Green Lanterns had they've had a following system. Like, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that place for years.
And to be honest with you,
I've never
really
been
doesn't
there.
matter. I mean, you just gotta.
I've never been there, but I've been hearing about that place for years.
Yeah. It's been there since '55. It was there like.
You know, I mean, there's no incentive because the employee can still leave, and
Right.
to them, but at the same time, to me, it's all incentive because then you get a loyal employee, someone who's not going to steal food from
And
you.
that's the most important thing.
But the crazy thing is, like, everybody that worked there that I worked with was like, you know, fuck this job, you know, we're crazy busy, so I don't care that I'm dropping cheese and pepperoni.
Right.
Like, I don't care that I'm throwing away. Like, me, I can't, it breaks my heart because I know that there's a food scarcity and people don't have it, so I'm like, nope, it goes on the fucking pie. That's where it goes. Plus, I'm not going to cost the boss money, too, on top of it. So, like, my idea was that. So, when they would come and be like, you've got to use the scale for cheese, I'd be like, you know how much money I save you compared to everybody else? I'm not using the scale. You want me to use the scale, you can put me somewhere else. I'll go
Check it out.
I'll go cut the pizzas.
I mean,
You know, like,
Adios.
yeah.
I'm starving like Marvin.
It's that time.